We are back. We're back again, this time in the middle of the IPL. And with me, as usual, Ishan.
As usual. Good, good. Long break again. Thankfully, not as long as the last break we took.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
Yeah.
And we're back for part two, right? Ready to get back into the IPL sort of frenzy.
Bilkul, bilkul. And let's not waste any time. Even though this activity is a waste of time. But let's not waste any time. Let's go straight to Delhi.
Straight to business.
Straight, exactly, where Modi doesn't go.
Straight away getting cancelled as soon as we get back. That insane game. I mean, in Arun Jaitley Stadium, I remember that was an afternoon game.
Yeah.
And absolutely crazy start from KL Rahul and Delhi and the partnership they had, Nitish Rana and KL Rahul. Like, it showed why, at least I backed Delhi at the start of the season with the team they had, the players they had chosen, and they made 264, which is an insane score, right? Even in the impacted era, it's like 264 is an insane score to make. In the first innings, you don't really back the chasing team to make it.
Yeah.
But talk to me about that game, that chase, Punjab doing what they did. How insane was that?
And like when they were batting, like KL Rahul's innings of 152, KL Rahul is that kind of player who'll score like 78 or 50. You're not expecting him to get 152.
Exactly.
And despite that, Punjab really, you said before the season started, they have this aura. Shreyas has this aura, and oh by God, they showed that aura that game. No, that was absolutely heartbreaking. But what do you think went wrong in DC's ways?
I don't know. I think it's more of a case of how Punjab really dominated that game. But as a season, DC just, I think you mentioned it in the first episode when we were reviewing DC. I think in the second episode, I don't know which one. But you said they'll be lost in their own confusion. They'll be spoiled for choices.
I just feel like they'll be lost in their own confusion. Like they'll be spoiled for choices.
And that's something our guest also mentioned. They have too many options in their squad. They won't really figure out their opening, which is what happened. I feel they backed Pathum Nissanka, who I think did a very good job for them. But just the balance, with him opening, you couldn't really play a Miller in your 11 all the time, which I think is a crime to do. Not playing Miller in any sort of team is a criminal thing. But I think they should have backed Abhishek Porel a lot more. I think they did recently, and they did a really good job. But DC just up and down. I think that game really broke their morale, and it just went downhill from there.
No, you're right. It's up and down, just like Karun Nair's catching.
There you go. I had to mention that.
I mean,
Two sitters.
it's as easy as they come. I can't even get this wrong. But anyway, let's move on. Let's go to.
The thing is, this is the first episode we're doing after the 3 episodes are released. I just know the editing is going to be how it's going to be. I'm just scared of the editor.
जलवा है हमारा.
Start देना.
हमारी नहीं.
But now let's go on to some actually good teams like MI.
Oh no.
Sorry about that. Let's talk about RCB.
Yeah.
Let's talk about RCB's John Wick. Krunal Pandya himself. Man turns into John fucking Wick when he sees MI.
Just clutch, right? And I don't know what the drama is between the brothers, and I have no idea what's going on there. But yeah, you're right. Like something against MI. The first game, I remember he changed his hairstyle, got dreads, and he was kind of feeling it. And he performed well in the first game as well. But the second knock, I think it's probably Krunal's best IPL knock ever. Probably like the 2017 IPL final in that performance. Sort of it goes in the same sort of line because he sort of carried that game. We are out, we're completely out of it.
Yeah.
And for Krunal to play that knock, take the bowlers down, and the first ball when he came in, I could see that he's coming in with intent.
Yeah.
There's a different mindset. It felt like he was playing on a different pitch.
Yeah.
Even when he did get out, I felt like, okay, the game's gone again. Emma's going to take it, and Rajangan Bawa is going to take them home. But then Bhuvi comes out of nowhere and hits a 6. I think 9 of 3 was required and he hits a 6 for us.
Exactly.
Insane end, insane game, and Rasik Salam obviously celebrating. I think MI player if I'm not wrong as well. So amazing game. Just goosebumps all over again.
No, but yeah, you're right. And Krunal Pandya, the way he's bowling, he's like a West Indian fast bowler with the dreads, the bouncers.
Bouncers, oh my God, yeah.
It is insane, and it's great to see, the age-old legend of like a player coming back to its prime. You look at Bhuvi, you look at Krunal Pandya.
Oh, yeah.
A few years ago, you were looking at guys like Mohit Sharma and
Harshal Patel, Ishan Sharma, all those players, yeah.
So it's good to see the IPL is not just about these youngsters, and
yeah.
it's also about these age-old legends.
Manish Pandey as well, who we'll talk about.
Now that you mention it,
Manish Pandey, like we talked about him, we've been talking about him rather, and finally he was getting a few games recently with KKR, but not getting to bat.
Yeah.
Ankush Raghuvanshi obviously carrying them, and he's not getting to bat. Thankfully today, the day we're recording, he got to bat. He proved why we've backed him, got a man of the match straight away. Just a legend. What a legend.
And while he was not batting, he just took the blind of the season.
Oh, yeah.
Like, might I add.
So good.
Like, absolutely got a Tim David. He got shabashi from Virat Kohli himself, but the king is of no use, in my opinion. 2 back-to-back ducks.
Virat Kohli's lost his form.
Like, what's going on?
I mean, I just kind of forgot that happened. And you said it yourself. We know what happens when he gets 2 ducks. And he came back, scored 100, a 50 in the next game as well.
Yeah.
We've been saying 2026 is the new 2016.
Yeah.
Whether that's Bhuvi or that's Kohli, he's again just doing what he does. I think his 9th season where he scored 500 plus. I could be wrong, but I think that's the stat that I read somewhere. Just consistent player, he's a legend of the game, of the tournament as well. I think he's an IPL sort of icon now.
Yeah.
And he's just doing that season after season, just proving why he belongs here. And just very, very happy for him and RCB, the season that it's been for them. Amazing feeling.
Oh, I'm glad you think 2026 is the new 2016 because we all know what happened in 2016. And I'm glad you think that.
And SRH is probably going to qualify and has qualified. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the final.
No, but talking about finalists, let's talk about a team that absolutely botched it. Let's talk about Punjab Kings. Or can we call them Kings anymore?
I don't think. Start of the season probably.
Yeah.
And then sort of just went down. I don't know what happened. Like, we kind of talked about how they have the aura, but they're still not the team that, in my opinion, could win a championship.
Yeah.
And they started the season where they were like unbeatable. I was like, which team can finally beat them? And I was waiting for 17th May, like RCB will get their chance. They'll be the first team to beat them. But they were, I don't know what happened. Like mid-season, something switched. As soon as the top 3 stopped getting runs, Marco Jansen's leaking runs at the back, Xavier Bartlett's leaking runs. They started losing. They were making 200 consistently, but their bowling let them down. The fielding with Shashank Singh, I don't know how many he's dropped.
I call it the Shashank redemption. all those years of forgetting his name and everything, like, here you go, I'll drop 4.
Remember the name. Oh, we'll remember. Yeah, he dropped like 3 in front in one game, 2 in the next game, and Ricky Ponting's face. Every time they cut to Ricky Ponting.
I love the visual of Shreyash Iyer and Mushir Khan just laughing at a certain point.
It's been a horror season for fielding in general, right? Like all teams have been dropping such sitters, and Punjab's been up there with the most number of catches dropped.
which is surprising. Again, their coaching staff is filled with Aussies, and we talked about before the season as well. It's just a fully Australian lineup, and despite all that, it's a downfall that can't be stopped.
Oh yeah, they've lost 6 in a row now, I believe, and they could now, from season where they could have just gone lossless, now they're looking at not qualifying and finishing at 5 or 6 or whatever. It's just tragic. I don't know, it's shocking rather.
Yeah, no, it is. The only good thing, I guess, is they have the pretty woman on their side. Preeti Zinta, still a fan. But yeah, let's try to move on from this. Now, let's talk about the teams that have actually qualified. Let's talk about them who are actually doing well. I'm going to start off with GT. Now, I did give a lot of hate to GT because they were like an NPC team, like just randos playing well. And surprisingly, they've had their ups and downs, but then they've shown a consistent performance. They've gone by the India's 2016 to 2019 template where top 3 do everything and the bottom can do nothing.
Exactly.
What do you think, apart from that, GT is doing well?
I mean, look at the sort of dominance they're having. Just an example of how GT's players have performed. In the recently published India squad, I think 7 test players are from GT, 4 ODI players are from GT. It just shows how GT as a team, how balanced they are, the kind of players they have chosen.
The GT lobby.
The GT lobby is a new MI lobby. But yeah, the top 3 are scary. As I mentioned it last time as well. You just need 1 or 2 of them to perform. Gill's been performing, Sai's been performing, Butler's every now and then he scores a 30 or 15 or 40 or 20, and that's the sort of template like you mentioned, right? And Jason Holder, as soon as he's come back, because even GT for that matter had sort of a slow start, kind of on the fringes, 6, probably 5, 6, and now as soon as Jason Holder's come back, they shot up. I don't know how many games they won on the trot, and they're just unstoppable. I think it's probably a final sort of contender from GT as well. Solid sort of performance from them.
And what a Indian bowling contingent that they have, with Mohammad Siraj, Ishant Sharma is in the bench. They have Prasidh Krishna. They have good all-rounders like Washington Sundar, who's been backed a lot.
Yeah, and he's batting so well. I mean,
a
lot of haters for Washi, but I genuinely feel he's been batting so well for them.
Yeah.
He was the solid number 4. Provides a lefty partnership with Butler in the middle. Amazing from Washi as well.
Yeah, no, and I believe it's Ashok Sharma,
new guy.
the quick from Rajasthan.
Oh yeah,
he's done well. And Gurnoor Brar, who's apparently in their bench and now in the Indian squad. Good stuff, Ajit.
Hey, idhar
Well done. And another team that has really done well is SRH. I mean, wow, no shit, Sherlock. you put that top 5 in any team and they'll do well.
Exactly. And the fact that they weren't doing well initially just surprised me. And I was like, one more season that SRH will not qualify, but like GT, they also had an uprise midway through the season.
Yeah.
And we talked about it, top 6 stacked, one player after the other.
Yeah.
The way Ishan Kishan's been playing, Abhishek Sharma and Heinrich Klaasen were sort of consistently in that orange cap list. And as a middle order, I think Heinrich Klaasen was the only middle order who's still, I think, in that top 5.
Exactly.
It's insane how power-packed they are as a team. With Pat Cummins coming back, their bowling sort of, found its rhythm. And I remember they found 2 young Indians because they couldn't figure out their bowling initially. First half of the season, they just couldn't figure out their bowling lineup, and then they found Praful Hinge and I believe
Saqib
Hussain, that's the name.
From Bihar.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your
Yeah. But as soon as they found those 2, as soon as they found Pat Cummins, suddenly things started to click for them.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think Shivam Kumar, if I'm not wrong, I don't know.
Shivang Kumar,
the lefty. I think he's also part of the discussions around that India team squad in the future.
Yeah.
And yeah, very exciting. But SRH, that one SRH fan must be very, very proud of how their team's done.
No, 100%. And SRH, again, it was almost inevitable.
Exactly.
Under Pat's captaincy. Even Ishan did a good job at the start of the season. And they have a very talented all-rounder Harsh Dubey as well, who's made the India squad.
Right.
So yeah, no, I'm very excited with RCB, GT, and SRH now in the playoffs. But now let's talk about a team that's on the fringes of playoffs.
Yeah.
They kind of won today. KKR, they I think have 6 wins in the last 7 games.
Right. I mean, they started the season with 5 losses, like pretty much in a row.
Yeah.
First 6 games, only one, like no result. And then the second half, again, like all these 3 teams, I don't know what happened midway through.
Yeah.
Punjab went down. These 3 teams came up. KKR has been having a great run.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been an interesting season from them. I think Rinku started to find his form. Cam Green started to feel like he's enjoying cricket a bit more and focusing less on the chucking. And yeah, I mean Raghuvanshi, like brilliant. Like I talked about him in the first 2 episodes as well. Like I hope he has a good season because now he has eyes on him, and he's had an amazing season. And I don't know how many 50s. I think 5 or odd 50s he made in this season alone. So amazing from Raghuvanshi and Manish Pandey getting a game like you talked about. So KKR has an interesting season, and I don't think this will qualify. But the fact that they might even get to 15 is mind blowing.
Oh yeah, and you know, like as they say with Ajinkya Rahane, you know, the dictator as a captain he is, you know, constantly sending himself opening. Like there was a lot of doubters on Ajinkya Rahane. The fact that he went for 1.5 crores and Cam Green is, I don't know, bucket hands words. But yeah, and Raghuvanshi, absolute gem.
Yeah.
Because he's been doing the wicket keeping as well.
Exactly,
which
like
is
a new find for KKR as well.
Exactly, and they even won a game against LSG in the Super Over. Now we'll get to LSG and their World Cup wins, but no, yeah, KKR's comeback is truly remarkable. But let's talk about a guy who's very close to my heart.
Of course.
Not in a weird way. Before all the people come in frenzy.
But the Bihari connection.
But the Bihari connection. Oh my God. Vaibhav fucking Suryavanshi. You know?
Insane.
And it's not the same fucking Rishabh used it for his team. But Vaibhav Suryavanshi, he's an absolute gem of a player. What are your thoughts on Vaibhav?
I mean, insane. I mean, to have a season like the one he had last year, you know, and to repeat it and probably even go like 2 steps beyond, 2 steps further and kind of, you know, do what he's been doing and taking international bowlers down with such ease. I thought he'll have more eyes on him. People would have figured out his weaknesses, and they did with the Yorker, and because he has a high bat lift. And so I just felt like, okay, now people will start to, you know, get under his skin, get, you know, some of his weaknesses sorted out. But the intent that guy shows, he has no fear whatsoever. You know, like you see, whenever he's getting out, he's like actually distraught. Like he's so sad. I think he's just someone who loves batting, and insane. I mean, he's like a prodigy, like once in a lifetime kind of a talent that India has and that Rajasthan somehow has. Props to their sort of scouting team, but they found a gem in Suryavanshi.
And blood is like 15 years old. Like, how? How are we competing with? And the fact that, you know, they're meeting plans, they're actually, you know, wow. Even Kyle Jamieson, like his celebration of like.
It makes sense. It makes sense because if a bowler is taking you down, scoring 100 of 35, obviously you're going to celebrate when you get him out, right? So like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And poor guy got a demerit point for it.
I know. They've been throwing out demerit points like anything. Like I don't know what's happening this season.
I mean, to be fair, there's quite a few on the naughty list this year.
Yeah, and RCB is proud. I don't know how DC is still number 10 on that list. Like what do we need to do as a team from RCB to go down further? Like I want to finish 10th on the Fair Play Award list.
I swear, RCB has done so many incidents. Obviously, King himself doesn't shy away from an incident. But you had the Tim David flipping off from the stands, playing around with the umpires. I mean, but
Andy Flower getting a few, but yeah, it's been horror.
I mean, yeah, but like one person who's really, really, you know, topped the line of the naughty list, Mr. Riyan Parag. Now we talked about Riyan Parag 2.0 in the previous one. I reckon he's gone one step below. He's the negative 2.0 or something.
I don't know. Like Parag, and the fact that he just got, I think, a demerit point and 25% or like a fine is beyond me. Like to vape on a cricket ground. And I think Rajasthan even had like an incident of someone using a phone, which you're not allowed to do. I don't know like what's happening with that RR camp. But in terms of vaping, like I don't know what this new is in. I guess like Chahal vaping on a flight, like that's beyond me.
I think Bethel was also.
Bethel was also vaping. Obviously
Yeah.
inspired by Thala, all of them.
Of course.
But Parag, like you're a captain in the dressing room, and yeah, like he like a lot of attitude, a lot of passion, which I do like from him. Like he's someone who enjoys his cricket. He's a bit of a Kohli wannabe in my opinion. But
Yeah.
vaping is just not acceptable, bro.
You don't vape in a cricket ground.
Like क्या कर रहे हो?
Like thoda anyway. But yeah, it is quite a casual season, I would say, even in terms of drop catches and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And the team that most represents this casualness, that it is an amateur league. It is my favorite, Lucknow Super
Like
Giants.
खेल क्यों रहे हो? Like at this point, just ban them like we did in USPL.
Man,
Just hold,
Lucknow Super Gendas, bro. Like,
And they're trying he's trying his best. Rishabh Pant's trying his best to get his
I
team
thought you were
banned.
going to say Sanjeev Goyal. He's trying his best.
Trying his best. No, I mean the World Cup wins have been pretty special from them.
Oh yeah.
I think they have had three, maybe four.
Three World Cup wins.
Yeah, three World Cup wins. I mean, yeah, making history.
What is going on with LSG? I mean, the only wow factor this season, I reckon, has been Prince Yadav and Josh Inglis.
Sure.
Apart from that, it's been so bad, and it's just consistently bad, which I commend.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's a talent to be that bad.
Exactly. It's like giving away free points.
Right.
Like charity. Like I love this. I love this from LSG.
Yeah.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on the F-bomb firstly?
I mean, what the fuck was that? Like, generally, you should have some sense as an international cricketer, as a captain of the team.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Like, are you not thinking straight? And
You're talking to Ian Bishop.
you're talking to Ian Bishop.
Exactly.
And Ian Bishop saying, "Oh, sorry about that." Like, you do not know what to do.
Yeah.
And he's never lost a word. So that was something. I don't even know. I think it's just Rishabh Pant is angry. He's frustrated, and I think a couple of times he's mentioned how that LSG camp has too many voices, and that too many voices aren't always good for a team. And he said he's had a few statements like those, which is surprising. From a camp which is led by Justin Langer, you don't expect to have those kind of discussions from that perspective. So very, very interesting from LSG. And as soon as they got eliminated, obviously Mitchell Marsh decides he's an Aussie,
picks up the form.
Exactly. He obviously starts scoring 90s for fun. Nicholas Pooran has had a horror season.
Yeah.
But yeah, LSG decision making has been off. I remember the Super Over against KKR. They sent Nicholas Pooran up against Sunil Narayan.
Yeah.
Firstly, lefty off spinner should not be happening.
Yeah.
Secondly, they've had a Super Over in the past where Sunil Narayan has gone
Just
better
watch
off him.
reels, guys.
Just watch reels, exactly.
You know what happens.
So maybe I was like, okay, Justin Lang is thinking, oh, revenge, Nicholas Pooran wants to get... Pooran's kind of a guy who would do that, but at least have some sort of thinking. I remember the stats guy is there with his, sheet of paper. I'm like, read at least. Like, read what's written. Read the stats. Read the matchups.
Yeah.
LSU's had a horror season.
No, absolutely. And I think only sense that I got was Mukul Chaudhary was a good talent. He finished a game against Ami KKR.
Yeah. Early on in the season,
Yeah, early on in the season. But apart from that...
Even Pant's not finding any runs. Again, IPL, I don't know, it's just not meant for him.
I mean, thankfully this time I think he's playing more straight as compared to everything.
Sure, yeah.
Over fine line.
That's true. That is true.
You know what's going wrong? They aren't playing Arjun Tendulkar.
And we talked about him.
We talked about it.
He brings people together.
Exactly. He's a bond. So, but yeah, I mean, enough of this mess that we've talked about. Let's talk about what we said.
Yeah.
And what is the reality now? So, before we proceed, let's go through your predictions of what you said would be the playoffs.
I said RCB.
Good job.
And, fair enough. And they've probably been the most consistent.
Yeah.
SRH, again, like the kind of team they had, I think both of us backed them.
Good job.
Yeah.
MI? Season after season, like what's going wrong with MI? Like why is MI not able to perform? Like that's something just beyond me. The team they have, and few comments also have been made. And fair enough, right? They should be performing. They
Yeah.
should be better than a 6.5, and they kind of prove that they are a kind of a 6.5, if not less. You know,
Yeah.
and they're just not doing what MI is supposed to do with that team they have.
Exactly. I mean, we called it. I
We
mean,
called it.
We sort of said 6.5, and well, they have outdone us by doing worse than that.
So I guess we were wrong. It should be lower. But yeah, IPL is played not on paper, on the ground. MI is a team which kind of shows.
That was.
But MI has just been horrid for the past, I don't know how many years. It's been 2020 was the last cup, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
been 6
yeah.
years. So that five cup, you know, that wait thoda kam karo.
Yeah.
MI and CSK for that matter. But yeah,
Yeah.
DC was the last team that I predicted to qualify.
Yeah.
And again, like a team that could have, you know, had the potential that I mentioned and talked about, but they kind of, you know, khud ke pe kulhadi situation happened there, and the morale kind of broke after that 2-6-4 game from Punjab. That's the kind of prediction result. I think I got 2 right, 2 wrong, 1 very, very wrong.
Not bad, not bad. Now you.
I think you, what were your predictions?
I went with RCB.
Good job.
Of course.
I unfortunately also went with MI. I went with SRH,
Good job.
and I went with GT.
Good job.
So you got 3 right there.
And 3 of the current ones qualified.
There you
so
go.
I'm pretty proud of myself.
The one time you don't go with Punjab, you know, is when you get it right. But CSK, just talk to me a few lines as an ex-CSK fan. What's going wrong with CSK as well, with the same MI sort of situation?
It's very too proud of average performance. Like, I think Ruturaj is just like, oh wow, we did well without Thala. Like, bro, you're a professional team. You're not, it's not that Thala's your parent, that, oh wow, look at me. I'm doing so well without my dad playing for me. Like, we get, you know, again, don't get me wrong, there's been a lot of positives to look at from CSK. From the bowling point of view, we didn't give them a chance in the bowling department, but they come out with Anshul Kamboj, Gurjan Preet, Mukesh Chaudhary.
Jamie Overton bowled pretty well for them.
Jamie Overton, Akil Hussain,
Noor Ahmed.
There's so many positives to look at. And Karthik Sharma, the surprising...
Who is he? We found out.
We found out.
Sorry.
But and then they had Ayush Matre at the start. So
Yeah.
they were a team that suffered a lot of injuries. Sanju, I would say, an average performance throughout the season.
But the injury aspect as well, right? There are other teams who did suffer. You talk about KKR who suffered with that sort of Harshit Rana blow.
Yeah.
They didn't have the fizz, obviously, that you talked about.
Exactly.
So, I mean, teams have suffered from injuries. Like, that shouldn't be an excuse for you. But CSK, yeah. Like,
RCB's food was a bit bland because salt was missing.
of course. He's coming back though. Salt is coming back for the playoffs. But yeah, like that was the season for CSK. Even Shivam Dubey, I don't know what he's doing in the middle.
Yeah.
The last time I remember Shivam Dubey hitting a 6, I don't even know when that was. Like
Exactly.
I want to see like a highlight where Shivam Dubey is scoring a 50 or match-winning knock, but that's not happening for CSK.
Yeah.
Where is Thalla? That's the question, right? Like, is he like they retained him as an uncapped player?
Yeah.
Where is he?
Why would you go through all that trouble? Like, I guess he's unfit. Is he retired? Like
At least be transparent. Like that's what I would. Even from a Chepauk crowd who I think expected to see him play probably for the last time against SRH. I think he was making rounds and they sort of cheered for him, happy to see him.
When they talk about fitness, that's the only fitness
That's
he has to do a lap around
They
the ground.
retained him for that.
Exactly.
But I hope they are transparent about the future. At least like just for the Chepauk crowd. I do feel bad for Dhoni fans because they deserve to see him play for one last time and have the farewell that he deserves. So yeah, like very, very unfortunate. But I hope he comes back soon in yellow and play for them.
Yeah, no, 100%. But just before we sign off, the playoff season is coming. It's about to be here. Who's taking the cup this year for you?
Like it's hard for me to say RCB is not going back to back.
It would be funny of you to not say RCB at this point.
But yeah, I mean RCB are probably favourites. They are finishing top of the table, and even with the games to go, with the net 100 boost they got against DC, getting them up to 75. A game I got to witness live. So very, very lucky for that.
Yeah.
But after that game, the kind of net run rate boost they've had, I think they're still going to finish top 2 for sure. So with that kind of advantage, with the travel days considered between New Chandigarh and firstly finals being robbed from Chinnaswamy is a crime in itself. But RCB should go back to back in my opinion. They have a very good chance. And a final, I would say, probably an RCB SRH clash again. Time for revenge 2016 is back, like I said. So that's my prediction for the finals.
I love how you thought that through, like the location and the home ground. And I'm just saying 2026 is the new 2016.
Oh god, it's actually 2016.
And
yeah.
Pat Cummins is coming to silence again. So yeah, I would say an RCB SRH final, and it's going to be SRH is going to take it.
We will see about that, but it's going to be a fun game. It's going to be a very, very nice game.
Absolutely. And well, this has been fun. We're back with this episode 4, and we'll be coming with more episodes very soon. Thank you for staying with us, and see you soon.
Thank you.